Hi, welcome to Truman Tech Break. I'm Thomas, and today we're going to be talking about a very cool space at Truman that just celebrated its first birthday, the podcasting room in the Vilhard Innovation Lab. Now, there are a lot of other awesome features in the Vilhard Innovation Lab as well, from meeting spaces to mobile interactive boards to a makerspace complete with a Lego wall. But today we're focusing specifically on one of the first rooms you'll see as you walk in, the podcasting studio. Built in 2023, this room allows users to create both audio and video content in a surprisingly high quality yet simple way. A device in the room, called the Data Video Board, allows you to use just a single camera to show what would appear to your viewers to be a multi-camera setup with high production value, at least much higher than simply recording from your webcam as at your desk as I'm doing right now. So this is the Data Video Board. I know it looks a little complicated, but we'll go through it piece by piece to show it's really not too bad. The first and most visually striking part of the board is the screen. This shows the full camera's view, as well as 4 different customizable boxes labeled 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those boxes are the sources that your single camera can cut to during a broadcast. Obviously, the way that they're currently set in this image would be a bit strange, but don't worry, we can change that in a bit. The next part we want to look at is the channel box, located at the bottom right of the board. You'll once again see a few different sources: 1, 2, 3, 4, and full screen. These each represent a section of the camera that will be broadcast, aka the boxes from the previous image. So obviously full screen will show the widest angle possible for the camera at its given location. The numbered sources are customizable, so you can quickly and cleanly cut to various areas of the board on the fly. Each button could be one of 3 different colors. The bluish-gray buttons are not currently active, but you can cut to them by pressing any of them. This will cause them to turn red, which signifies that they are now broadcasting, meaning that whatever you're streaming or recording to, be it Twitch, YouTube, Screencastify, OBS, or whatever tools you have access to, will now be seeing that channel's view specifically. All right, and these next 2 boxes are even simpler. The zoom box does exactly what you would think, and it zooms in and out on your sources. The buttons next to it decide how exactly fast your zoom goes to give you a little bit more control on that. And finally, the pan tilt joystick will allow you to move your sources around on the main screen. All right, well, that is a basic overview of the main functionality of the data video board. It does have some more functionality that's a little bit more advanced, including the ability to make vertical content, which your students may be interested if they're into making TikToks or anything like that, for content that would be viewed on a phone more likely. But that's what we're going to go over for now. Let's go ahead and take a walk to the room and kind of see what it looks like in practice. Okay, first let's take a look at the display. You can see that right now on the upper left-hand corner, source 1 is red. That means that is what we are currently broadcasting. You can also see in the channels box that source 1 is red. That confirms, again, that that is what we are currently broadcasting. Watch as I do one short press on the channel box button for channel number 2. That will make the button turn red. You'll also see that that will make the box for the channel 2 on the display turn red as well. And there you go, changing channels is that simple. In a moment we'll look at what that actually looks like on the screen, but before we do that I'm going to go over how to edit channels really fast. So as you can see by where the green box on the display is and where the green button on the channel area is, right now we're editing channel 4. I do not want to be doing that though, I want to be editing channel 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down on the channel that we're currently broadcasting, and then I'll hit the channel that I would like to edit, and that will let me edit channel 1. Alright, as you can see, both the button and box for channel 1 have turned green, meaning now we can edit them. So you'll see the first thing I'm going to do is go over to that zoom box over there, I'm going to zoom in a little bit just to make the box a little smaller. And then I'm going to bring it down a little bit to hopefully center it on where a speaker would be. It's far from perfect, but it'll do for now. Next, I got a couple changes to make to source 4 as well. So we're going to hold down on the broadcasted source and press the one we want. I zoom in a little bit, drag it up so it'd be about where a speaker would be. And that's pretty much it. So usually I suggest having at least one producer there in the room sitting at the computer. They can make all those changes on the fly, switch the sources while the actual speakers are sitting in the nice comfy chairs talking. As long as broadcasting goes, again, you've got a lot of options like YouTube, OBS. That's a whole rabbit hole that we're not going to jump into right now. But if you're interested in learning more about any of those, please reach out to our team again at ltt@truman.edu. As far as the rest of the stuff in the room goes, you'll see we've got an audio board in there, a PTZ camera. We ask that really, if you can avoid it at all, do not touch those, especially if you don't know what you're doing. If you have any questions about those, or you think maybe that somebody else has messed with them and they're not working, please let the library staff or the Learning Technologies team know, and we'd be happy to look at it. Okay, well, thanks for watching. If you do produce any content in there, send it our way. We'd love to see it. We'd love to see what people are doing with this space because we think it's really, really cool. Thanks to the Vilhards for donating to this area. This could not have been possible without them. And we really love seeing students in there all the time doing all kinds of cool projects. All right, guys. Well, that is another Truman Tech Break. Have a good one, and we will see you later.